here with Georgia State head coach Dell McGee after fall camp wrapped on Thursday afternoon, Thursday morning, whatever. How's it been this week, getting into full pads and kind of getting into the I don't want to say monotony of camp, but the middle of it, the middle of
Yeah,
things.
it's a little bit of monotony, but I think our guys have really done an outstanding job of taking each day, trying to work on the details and little things that the coaches are emphasizing. The biggest goal for us is playing with really good physical toughness and having mental toughness to practice the right way, hold our composure when things kind of get a little bit of heated. But I've been really pleased with our players and their attention to detail, kind of just pushing through, just being very intentional about every single day and really hold each other accountable for having a good practice. We really hadn't had a bad practice. We're not where we need to be yet. We're still making a lot of mistakes, but I'm really pleased with the effort and the amount of hard work they're putting into it.
It's still in the competition phase, which I mean, could last as long as you want. If competition, you always say is a good thing, but what will it take for guys to separate? Maybe that where there is some competition, some starting spots or some spots where they're going to see the field.
Yeah, the more we start doing non-scripted practices and allowing the kids to play what's called, which we have our first scrimmage on Saturday, I think that we'll see a lot from all the players and what they can retain, how they really act in the game, can they take the meeting to the field, and then with it being a scrimmage, you are a little bit more anxious as a player, especially the younger guys, just to see if they're struggling from an anxiety standpoint or they're calm, poised, and they're really embracing the scrimmages and challenges, and it really don't affect them from a mental standpoint. So we'll get a chance to see the physicality and who makes the least number of mental errors on Saturday.
You spoke about the young guys. You got a lot of freshmen in. Can be a bit like drinking out of a fire hose coming to college fall camp for the first time. How do you think as a whole that group's handled it? And I guess aside from fighting for whatever competition, what do you want them to take from their first fall camp as they're kind of entering this world?
Yeah, the biggest thing we want to take as a whole is just our connection. Our kids, freshmen, just getting to know everyone in the organization. And our older guys have really taken those young players and really showed them how we do things, and they're leading them in a positive manner. I think that helps. It allows them to be comfortable and allows their skill set to really show. We have some talented guys, but they're still learning on the fly. And those mistakes will decrease as we cut down on what we're doing, because we're still in install mode. So we're really installing basically everything that we possibly could run. And we'll start dialing back and really honing in on a smaller volume of plays in all three phases.
Yes, as you're looking at it as a coach, you want offense and the defense to rule the day when you're playing real games. But I guess, do you want a bit of a give and take where maybe one day the defense is ahead and then the next day the offense fights back? It's just competition.
It's been kind of that way, especially today. Our offense, I thought, started off a little slow, and then they picked it up and they finished the right way. Then the defense regained momentum, and that's what a game is about. There's going to be ebbs and flows in a game. You got to seize momentum when you get opportunity. And if you don't have momentum, someone has to make a play to recapture that momentum. And if you got a team down, or if a team is struggling, offense or defense, then continue to dominate. We're only going to get better from that. But I feel like it's been a very competitive camp thus far, and both sides of the ball have been winning their fair share of battles. And we're just trying to show it every morning. Scorecard on who won, offense, defense, and critical areas, third down, red area are the two biggest that we're really focusing on, because we got to score touchdowns. And yesterday was 3rd and 1, today was 4th and 1. Did some goal line the previous day, so it's been real competitive, but needed.
You've spoken about, I think, with the 45 players who came back from last year, but you also brought in some vets. And do you think guys like Camden Overton, Howard, tight end, have found a way to take more leadership roles coming in the spring and maybe jumping in a little bit more than last year within what everyone was new, but these new guys coming in?
Yeah, absolutely. Camden Overton is an excellent example of going through spring football, knowing the playbook. He's very energetic, passionate, loves football, loves to play, loves to practice. So he's really infectious with the way he approaches the game, and that causes our other players to flock to him, and that creates excitement amongst our players. So his leadership and his enthusiasm to get better every day, we absolutely love it.
Bit of a unique situation. A lot of cases, your offensive coordinator will also be the quarterback's coach, but you now have Hugh Jackson in the role of OC, and you have Ryan Williams, the quarterback's coach. Did that let Coach Williams maybe focus more on the technical side, the QB side of things with the players, and just on the player development side?
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan does a good job with detailing out fundamentals of the quarterback position. He played the position at a high level, played at the University of Miami, had some professional opportunities as well. He's a brilliant mind, very smart, very sharp. And Coach Jackson, he will have his finger on the quarterbacks, but he's able to roam and kind of touch every position where needed, which I think coordinators in today's game, you want those guys to be able to have a voice and be able to roam around and say what they need to say from a coaching standpoint to reiterate things that a coach may miss.
And I guess last thing for me, totally less serious. Spoke to Deuce Lewis today after practice. There's also Deuce Fillmore, Deuce Walker. Does everyone get to be Deuce? Is that, especially two of them being on the defense, is that a problem?
Yeah, if you call Deuce, you can't get three guys to look. So I try to use last names and eye contact, but I don't think it's too hard. Our kids, they're really connecting and bonding and knowing each other above a surface level was the goal of camp, and I'm really appreciative of the guys that have shared their lives, shared some very tough hardships in their life, and we're all learning about one another, and it's really encouraging to see that growth.